Hey, got a good visual aid here. It's going to help you tell how to know if you need to replace just your your upper guide arms, or if you need an entire sunroof track. Okay, so here's an upper guide arm, which is already removed. And there's where they typically break, which is right there. Now this one actually is missing a couple of little giblets right there too. They can break, and this one is breaking right here. They always crack here. I've never seen this piece actually broken off, but they always crack here. But right here is the big deal, and there's the chunk that comes from there. I always got these little ribs on it. Sometimes this is a huge piece actually, but what typically happens is they break. That falls down in here, and it jams up. That keeps the track from moving. It keeps this from moving. This is your lower cable guide right here. Oh, here we go. This is your lower cable guide right here. All right. I've got a video on how to replace these upper arms, but this is the part that moves everything. It's driven by a cable back under here. All right. So what I'm seeing now on 15, 16, 17s, 15's now about 8 model years old, and the parts are not as flexible as they used to be. They're a little more brittle. So when we experience, if one's gone this long and the arms just now fail, what I'm seeing probably a good 60-70% of the time now is not only do we have this stuff and this is broken, but I'm pulling them apart and I'm finding that some piece off of this lower cable guide is broken. As I see right here, you see that little gap right there? And I already know this moves because I already tried it, but I left it in place so you could see. This is the front little, I guess, foot, if you want to call it, of the lower cable guide. Now look at this. Look at that. Rest assured, it's not supposed to come out of there like that. And so look at that. And a lot of times it'll be just laying down in there like that, like it is now. All right, so let me pull it out. And there it sits. All right, look at that. If you've got this piece, let me just make sure I'm getting it. If you've got that piece or any variation of this piece, go ahead and put your arms back in the box, and you're going to need a track, because that is no good right there. All right, so now here's another way. See this? This should have just a touch of play right here, but look at this one. And I've seen them worse than this. This one actually probably would still go back and forth, but not for long. So you could put the arm in this one, and I'll bet you it would work for a week or two. And then they'd be back yelling at me saying that, hey, you put the arms in and my track's broken again. And it is. I should have just done this to start with, which is what we're gonna do. We have a big box with a track sitting back here, and this one's about to get a track, but I figured this would be a good one because a lot of these are seeing this problem right here now. So when you pull, what I recommend now is if your sunroof doesn't work on your F-150 or Expedition or 250, 350, any of these big Ford Vista roofs, don't just pull your little blinders, little blind things off and peek to see if this is broken, which you can do. Take the glass out, it's only 6 screws, inspect the broken parts, which will be down in here usually. If you only have this part or some variation of this part or some little small pieces that come off there, then fish them out, replace your arms, you should be good. But if you find this, go ahead and call up Don Meredith, turn out the lights, the party's over. This is the track. Now I'm gonna spin it around a little bit. It's got a little axle piece in there or whatever, and it's supposed to be bonded onto the lower guide. So this one is broken and it needs an entire track. So anyway, questions or comments, let me know. But this truck needs a track, and it's about to get one. And about 2 hours from now, it's going to be like brand new. The arms will not fix this one, and I'm seeing a lot of those now. So hopefully this helps. Again, if you have that part, bad news. If you only have this broken, good news. I mean, not great news, but at least it's that's a relatively inexpensive repair. You can call up the sunroof doctor and get you some new arms and go on about your business. So, but this one is no good. Questions or comments, let me know.